Hi guys, it's your guy Deluded Gooner here. Who would have thought of it? Arsenal top of the group, undefeated in the Champions League in our group. When the draw was made, even the most optimist of Arsenal fans would not have predicted that. But yeah, we did our job. I don't really feel it makes a difference because when you look at the sides we could get, regardless of if you finish first or second, there's no easy games anymore because of the way they changed it. And if you want to win the Champions League, you're gonna have to play someone regardless. And the luck Arsenal have, there's no point being scared. But let's get into it. Going into it, we made 6 changes. Ospina, I don't agree with it, but he's our Champions League keeper. I believe you play your best keeper in major competitions. Gibbs comes in for Monreal. Giroud's back in the squad for the suspended Coquelin. Perez, who's had injury problems of recent, gets a deserved start. Diox, which I feel is harsh, doesn't get a start. He's been good when he's played and he took his chance against Hammers. Iwobi comes in. Iwobi hasn't. We all know his form's been a bit up and down. It was nice to see him coming to the side. He's a favourite player of mine. So yeah, we saw a couple other changes here and there, but yeah, the bars were not to be taken easy. It's a bit unknown for many of us. I mean, no one watches Swiss football really and truly. What else is there? They beat United in recent years. Their ground has been notoriously known as being hostile. Xhaka is making his return, and El Nene. So it's not an easy game. They're playing for pride. I'm sure they want to finish. They want to finish the group strongly, regardless if they're not progressing. So yeah, it's not an easy. It's not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but it is one we should be winning. That being said, I feel we started off strongly. The team as a whole was pressing from the front, was staying compact, letting Basel play in front of us. We were zipping the ball, we were playing many passes, we were confident the whole side was on the ball, even down to players like Holding looked confident whenever he's in possession, playing forward passes. The same goes for Koscielny. You saw Xhaka demonstrating his excellent range of passing. You saw Iwobi coming deep in the middle for the ball and going out wide. You saw Ozil getting into pockets of spaces. You saw Alexis doing the same and drawing out the opposition. You also saw Perez coming in off the right and joining in the midfield as well. So we were playing well. We deserved our goal early on. I think it was the 6th or 7th minute, something like that. Perez scored. Excellent ball from Ozil started the move. Excellent ball from Alexis into Gibbs, who timed his run to perfection, whips it across goal. Poor defending, schoolboy defending really. Perez ain't gonna score many easier goals than that. We're 1-0 up and we're doing our job. So when we go 1-0 up, we keep going. Surprisingly, we're still zipping it. That being said, I do feel a couple players were guilty of giving it away in silly areas, especially in the middle of the park. We could have got punished against harder sides. Perez twice, Xhaka and Ramsey in particular were guilty of that. But yeah, that being said, we maintained, we kept going. And it was Alexis's time to find provider. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Alexis, lovely scoop over the top, almost the same, almost exactly the same. Whether Gibbs was trying to shoot across goal, or whether he was trying to cross it, we don't know. But regardless, that happens. The ball's fumbled again, identical. Perez scores. 2-0 up, and this is where we all know that 2-0 is an important scoreline. If Basel get back into the game, they have something to play for. We have a chance to kill it off, and that should have been the message to the boys. We go out, we kill this game. We do not put our fans through anything. I do feel for a brief period, when we went 2-0 up, we were giving Basel something to get from the game. We were giving them hope, and that's one of my problems with Arsenal. We give too many teams hope. We need to kill teams. They had a lot of decent crosses, especially in the latter stages of that second half. They had a decent chance. I can't remember his name. I feel his name was Effin or something like that. He had a decent chance. Tested Ospina. Ospina did well to hold it and save it. They had a couple of crosses. Their left back Traore had a testing shot that whistled wide, and he had a decent cross come short or shot come cross. Their fullbacks played quite well, in my opinion. So yeah, we come in. We go into half time now. I'm pretty sure the boys definitely must have seen the PSG scores. So then the impetus is on us to go and kill this game and try and win this. If Ludogorets do their job and they win, or they cause PSG to drop points, we finish top of the table. And for what it's worth, if not anything more, a pride thing. So yeah, we go out and the boys are at it. They're at it. They keep doing the same thing. And I believe it was the 48th minute. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Perez scores. Gibbs wins the ball. He's involved in all three goals today. Gibbs wins the ball. Pass forward, somehow it fumbles again. Elementary boy defending. Alexis couldn't control it. Falls to Perez. Perez scores his hat trick. Keeper should be saving it, but credit to Perez for being there and finishing it. And we're 3-0 up, and the game's killed off. And now it's important that we manage the game from this period. Don't let them into the game, and just get through this and go through the motions. We kept piling on the pressure. The pressure was pressure on Basel. The pressure was off us. We could really play our Wenger ball, or whatever you want to call it. Iwobi deserved his goal. If you watch that goal again, it was nice. Iwobi's criticised for not scoring a lot, or he has to add goals to his game. If you see the way he runs into that area, the intent that he wants to get onto the end of it, lovely ball from Ozil. Iwobi just has to do the rest, and we're 4-0 to the good. If I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken at this period. So yeah, we just, like I said, we just have to manage and see out this game now. The game's done. We've done our job. No one try anything silly, try anything fancy. Let's just not ruin anything. Let's try to keep a clean sheet. Holding, unfortunately, put a blemish on his decent performance. Learns a valuable lesson about playing at this level, that you can't switch off for a moment. Switches off, loses the ball. Great bit of skill from Dombia. And it was a great goal, consolation goal, but it was a great finish. And it's 4-1. Game's dead at this point. We've done our job, like I said. Yeah, and then he's come on by this point, gets his sentimental game against his former club. We're zipping it. Gibbs is getting forward, full of confidence. So yeah, 4-1. What more can you say? We won our game. PSG slipped up. Ludogorets done us a favour. Top of the group in conclusion. For what it's worth, I can't see any benefit of being top of the group. If you look at that group, we can get some teams like Benfica, Seville, Juventus, Munich, Dortmund, depending on who wins that group or whatever. So yeah, you look at that group, there's some hard teams. The only team that I could say I would want to play is Lyon to a degree, and they're not, no disrespect to them, they're not an easy side, but out of them, there's a lot of hostile environments to go to. So it's nice that we finished first. For me, it's a pride thing. No one would have thought we would have done that. So yeah, it was nice to see Gab continue his decent form. I feel he had a good game. Gibbs is hungry to start have a few prem appearances and run-outs. Had a very good game, involved in 3 goals today. Alexis and Ozil showed, for the large part, involved in almost every goal. Ran it from start of the game to finish. Step above everyone. You saw they demonstrated their skill, their passing range, their intelligence, particularly between each other. And it's becoming a running theme. When are we going to sign these contracts for these boys? Like, when are they going to be given their deals? It's a shame we couldn't keep a clean sheet. But like I said, Holding gets a learning lesson for that. I'm proud of the boys that came into the side. They played very well and took their chances. So yeah, there's not much to say. For top of the group, we get on Monday. All we can do is focus on the Prem now. Champions League takes a break. We can just have to focus on the Prem. We've got Stoke at the weekend. I believe we have Everton after that. So yeah, some very tough games coming up. But yeah, it's your guy Deluded Gooner signing out, man. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you for watching.